NamRA Kachenu, 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 NamRA Kachenu. We are
NamRA, serving with passion.
Hello and welcome to this edition of NamRA Kachenu, where the focus is on tax, customs and excise matters. I'm Elise Dentlinger and I'm honored to be in your company for the next half an hour or so. In recent developments, DEP Marine Namibia and NamRA hands over donation to Katatura Old Age Home. Taxpayer Trader Appreciation Day a success. The Trans-Kalahari Mamuno one-stop border post on course. All that and more coming to you in a while. On the 3rd of April 2024, DEP Marine Namibia and NamRA handed over goods worth of 20,000 Namibian dollars to the Katatura Old Age Home. This is due to DEP Marine winning the overall top contributor award in 2023, which resulted in an option to select a charity of their choice to receive the donation.
And we just so happened to select the Katatura Old Age Home. This is why we are here this afternoon. We will be donating goods to the value of $20,000 because of the charity selected by DEP Marine. And they would, together with us, play.
There will be a time that we are also going to be here, or to be of your age. And those who are currently young, if we do not treat you with care, if we do not see you, if we do not value you, if we do not make time to come and spend time with you like we are spending this afternoon
from NamRA as the top taxpayer of the company, an honor that reflects our dedication contributing to the growth and prosperity of Namibia. This recognition was made possible by our shareholders, which is the Government of the Republic of Namibia and FPST, our board of directors and the entire DEP Marine Namibia team. His hard work and dedication us to this commendable position. To that recognition, we were presented with an opportunity to donate $20,000 to a charity organization of our choice.
Mijn pa is geboren in Utrecht, mijn ma is geboren in Bethany. Oorspronkelijk al die familie is terug Duitsland toe. Zoals het maar Duits sprekend groot geworden hier in Namibia. Eindelijk die Oost- en West-Afrika. Toen wordt het
NamRA holds another successful Taxpayer Trader Appreciation Day on the 10th of April 2024. More than 30 taxpayers and traders were awarded on the day.
Tonight we gather with immense joy and gratitude as we mark the 3rd anniversary since the inception of the Namibia Revenue Agency, NamRA.
We're encouraging you to transact on ITAS. Forget about that old stamp where you have a paper and you got demand a stamp on your paper. Communicate with us on ITAS. All the compliant taxpayers sitting here tonight, following us wherever you might be proud of what you've done.
Will forever be dedicated to celebrate the taxpayers and traders who contribute, who without their revenue, without their contribution, you cannot talk about the existence of NamRA or a proper functioning of the Namibian government. Every tax paid matters, be it from individual, be it for each every tax category. At NamRA is to capacitate the state to be able to deliver on its developmental agenda. System, efficiency, service improvement. We're working very hard to make sure that you get the best.
So the main motivation essentially for creating Independent Revenue Authority was primarily to create a better reward system, to attract the right skills and enforce compliance through bringing about efficiency in tax administration, thereby resulting in better revenue collection. Staying compliant with tax matters can help all of us as individuals to avoid unnecessarily financial burdens that will follow us.
The one-stop border post at the Trans-Kalahari Mamuno borders is nearing completion, with significant progress made to ensure its realization. NamRA Commissioner Sam Shivute and Botswana Unified Revenue Service Commissioner General toured the site recently.
All the people from Botswana side is coming, there's a road that's coming down there, circle and coming up here, there's parking on the other side, there's commission. And passenger will then be the passengers here.
So the passenger from Botswana will be coming?
Because they're coming in here.
We are going to work together. We are going to make sure that we deliver on the one-stop border post. It will happen, and we are very happy with the progress thus far. But we need to run, we need to make things happen.
From the Botswana side, we consider this as one of the most remote areas. So we have to make sure that the people who are here feel comfortable, so that our staff members don't hesitate to come here to work in this border.
This is a national project, and we are very grateful for our government that it has been entrusted to our institution, BORS and NamRA, to be the leading institution. But we also recognize and appreciate all other border agencies that are part of this project. And this is not a single institution's project.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And together we can make it.
When we return, we will be joined by Thandi Hambira, the Manager of Customs Rules of Origin within the Customs and Excise Department of NamRA. Stay tuned.
NamRA Kachenu, NamRA Kachenu, NamRA Kachenu, NamRA.
Welcome back, and we are now joined by Thandi Hambira, Manager of Customs Rules of Origin within the Customs and Excise Department at NamRA. Good day, Ms. Hambira, and a very warm welcome to Kachenu.
Good day, Elise. Thank you for having me, and good day to all the listeners out there.
Ms. Hambira, can you tell us what has motivated you to join the NamRA team, and tell us a little bit more about your background?
Okay, thank you for that question. To start with my background, I've been with customs for a number of years. I should say I'm as old as the furniture in customs, and I've worked in various divisions within customs, operations, technical, at the training sector. There was a time that I was assigned to the customs scanner project as well as project manager, where I was instrumental in the installation operations of all these scanners across the entry points in customs. And why I really joined NamRA. In 2014, I was assigned as a task team member responsible for the preparation for the establishment of NamRA, the policy framework, all the preparations that had to go into the establishment of the organization. And having done that, it really built that passion within me to one day be part of the project that we were working on. Equally, customs becomes part of you. You know, it's something that becomes part of, so to say, your blood. So once a customs officer, always a customs officer. And that really was my passion. And I felt like I can add value to the goals and objectives of NamRA. And that's why I joined, and I'm still happy being part of NamRA. Yeah.
That's good to hear. So as the manager of customs rules of origin, could you give us a brief overview of your responsibilities in this role?
Okay, thank you. Elise, our role within the rules of origin unit is basically to ensure that the protocols of the rules of origin under the various trade agreements that Namibia is signatory to is implemented effectively. We need to ensure that goods, Namibian originating goods, receives the preferential treatment once it's exported to the markets where Namibia has trade agreements in place. Now, Namibia has various trade agreements in place. We have the AFCFTA, which is the latest one that we have entered into. There's the SADC agreement. There is the EU SADC EPA agreement. There is the SACU EFTA agreement. And then we have the NAMZIM agreement as well. And then with the Americas, we have the AGOA agreement. Now, all these agreements have particular criteria and protocols that we need to adhere to. So basically, our role is to ensure that we adhere to the protocols as indicated in the various trade agreements. We would then register companies that produce Namibian products that qualify in terms of the set criteria. What we would also do is then communicate, be a link between Namibia and the various trading partners in terms of responding to origin determination queries that would come, for instance, from the EU to Namibia. We would communicate the signatures, because not each and everyone, even though you work for customs, can certify goods for originating status. So these signatures, from time to time, we need to communicate that to the EU, to the Americas under SADC, the AFCFTA Secretariat, for them to know that if goods are certified, for instance, by Thandi Hambira, my signature is authorized to do that. We would then also communicate the particular stamps that we use in that regard for certifying the originality of the goods. The one aspect that we also take care of is, and it's something new that we have introduced, the approved exporter, for instance. That is a facility where compliant traders gets the benefit of being certified as an approved exporter. Now, having done that, you then can, from the comfort of your house or your company, wherever you operate from, you can self-certify the goods to say that I, Thandi Hambira, hereby certifies that the goods manufactured in my company is of Namibian originating status. So that process of interlinking with us is then cut out. That, in short, is really what we do. And from time to time, we need to inspect these companies, physically go see what they are doing. Is it really a Namibian originating product? Because yes, we have so many products in Namibia, but then does it subscribe to the rules? Does it conform to the requirements that are given? So that basically, in short, is what we are doing. And then we also then liaise a lot with the international trading partners in terms of meetings, in terms of deliberations of new changes that might come across on a SACU level, SADC level, EU level. So that, in short, is what we are doing.
So Tandi, tell us, a recent public notice was issued on the issuance of Euro 1 movement certificates and registration of exporters by NamRA. So please tell us what that entitles and how crucial that is to traders' operations.
Thank you for that question. It's a very important question. The Euro 1 certificate is a movement certificate that accompanies goods that are exported to the European Union countries. And with that, traders would then get either a free rate of duty upon import into the EU or a reduced rate of duty. Now, why the issuance of the public notice was important is that prior to that, we have not been issuing Euro 1 certificates, but we have now acquired them, and it is available for free to the traders. Previously, traders used to pay for the Euro 1 certificates. We have then communicated the signatures and the stamps and the format of the certificate to the EU. So it is very important that all exports are exported only with the NamRA issued Euro 1 certificate, so as to ensure that you get that preferential treatment. It is also in line with our objective of facilitating trade and improve on Namibia's ranking in terms of doing business. Thank you.
So since the launch of the SADC e-certificate of origin online in December 2022, what has been done to educate our taxpayers or clients in that regard?
Yes, we launched 2022, but a lot has gone into that since then. We have contacted personally most of the traders that are on our records. We have taken them through the process. We have last month, we had a campaign basically where we went to all the regions. Although the main aim was the AFCFTA, but then we used that as well to cover the electronic certificate of origin. And why that is important is Zambia has now also started issuing certificates of origin, and they are not going to allow manual certificates anymore. So it is crucial that all traders register. It's an easy process to register online, and then from the comfort of their offices, they can then issue the certificates of origin.
Of origin, yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Tandi Ambira, for your presence here today and for your very valuable insights. So in conclusion, as we wrap up, what would be your final message to our taxpayers out there that you would like to share with them?
My final statement basically would be to inform the traders that we have started implementing the AFCFTA. So they should come on board, register with our office for the benefits of exporting across the African continent. Then we do have the SADC electronic certificate of origin, which will be implemented across the SADC countries, and manual certificates are no longer going to be accepted. So therefore, please come on board and register online for the SADC electronic certificate. And you can get the certificate from the comfort of your office. The other aspect that we do have is the benefit of approved exporter status. Once a company is registered as an approved exporter, they then also can self-certify all their goods that are going to the EU market. Yes, and in reaching out to us, we do have an email address, which is rulesoforigin@namra.org.na. So at any given time, we are ready to answer to your questions, and I thank you.
Well, and that was Ms. Tandi Ambira, Manager of Customs Rules of Origin within the Customs and Excise Department at NamRA. We will be right back after this.
NamRA Kachenu, NamRA Kachenu.
Introducing Paula Siteketa, a Senior Customs and Excise Officer, one of NamRA's dedicated staff in Customs and Excise Department. He is one of the experts on valuation in the Customs and Excise Department. Here is Paula Siteketa.
Hi everyone, my name is Paulo Siteketa from Kavango West, Kaenge village. So I'm motivated by my family to do better. So prior to joining customs, I've worked at the ShopRite checkers in various managerial positions. And in 2013, I joined customs at Osiago International Airport. And in 2019, I was attached to the World Customs Organization as a professional associate, of which my focus area was on customs valuation. So currently, I'm employed as a customs and excise officer that deals mainly with customs valuation. So we focus more on drafting policies and SOPs on classification, valuation, and advance ruling. We also help to resolve complex cases, disputes on customs valuation and classification. And I also do assist in training officials in customs valuation, classification, and advance ruling. So on my future plans, I would rather put it in God's hands, for He knows what's best for me. My message to the viewers is I will encourage you to utilize our advanced ruling platform, as it will give you prior knowledge on classification, valuation, and origin, and it will also help you to make informed decisions prior to you importing or exporting, and it will also help to smoothen the clearance process once your goods are at the border. So I thank you.
Now let's focus on how to print or download your own tax certificate on ITAS portal.
Good day, everyone. My name is Chaze Mambwale, and I'm going to take you through on how to download or print your tax certificate on your ITAS portal. Begin by going to your preferred search engine. Type ITAS portal on your search engine bar to locate the link that will take you to the ITAS portal on the NamRA website. Proceed by clicking the link, which will direct you to the login page of the ITAS portal. Click on ITAS portal. Upon reaching the login page, enter your credentials. Select the login option. Once you have successfully logged in, choose the Print Taxpayer Certificate option. Click on the Print Taxpayer Certificate option. Proceed to open the file to download. And there you have it. You have successfully downloaded your tax certificate.
In the next insert, we will look at how customs duties taxes are calculated or determined at the entry point when importing second-hand or worn clothing.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Susan Beekers. I'm the Regional Manager for NamRA in the Northern Region. And today I'll be teaching you or educating you on how to calculate duties on worn clothing. Alright, so today we will be talking about worn clothing, for which our HS code is 6309 00.17. Now then, across the board, there's just one rate of duty of all the trade regimes. It's a duty rate of 60% or 2,500 cents per kilogram. Now, and the VAT is 15%, however, it needs to be uplifted with 10%. Therefore, throughout the calculations, we'll be talking about 16.5%. Now, in this scenario, let's take the example of saying the value of the bale of worn clothing is $800, where the weight is 48 kilograms. Now, if we calculate 60% of 800 gives us $480, or 48 kilograms times 2,500 cents per kilo. To get it to dollars, we divide it by 100, and that gives us $1,200. Now our VAT is calculated on the value of 800 as well, giving us $132. Therefore, we take the highest, which is 1,200 plus the 132. Total amount payable would be $1,332 for this specific bale. Now, if we change the scenario and lowering the weight, say for example, the value remain 800, but the weight is now 10 kilograms per bale. Now, 800 times 60 is still $480. 10 kilograms times 2,500 cents divided by 100 gives us $250. VAT on $800 still remains $132. Therefore, in this scenario where the weight is less, we'll use the one that weighs more, which is $480, the 60%. So it's 480 plus 132, amounting to $612. That is the amount payable for a bale of 10 kilograms. Now within SACU, there's only VAT applicable. Therefore, we only calculate the 16% on the 800, amounting to $132, and that is the total amount payable within SACU. Alright, a quick conclusion on this one. When we talk of SACU, we talk of the 5 SACU member states. That is South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Botswana and Namibia. Those are our SACU members. So importing from any of those, only VAT is applicable because we have a common external tariff. The purpose of this explanation is to give you that education so that you can make an informed decision when trading or embarking on any possible entrepreneuring. So therefore, we encourage you to contact our office and to make sure that you have the right information. We're readily available and we're here to serve. Thank you.
And here are the trivia of duties.
Did you know? Excise duties are taxes imposed on certain locally produced goods and their imported counterparts, such as cigarettes, alcohol, and fuel. These duties are also applied to most excisable products imported from other SACU countries. Here is the total collection between April 2021 and 31st of March 2024.
NamRA, serving with passion.
want to make a payment for your tax debt, here are the available options for payment.
My name is Angela Kamui, Senior Revenue Treasury Officer at NamRA. I'm going to take you through the process of making payments to our NamRA offices. We have 4 modes of payments which are acceptable at our offices, which are direct deposits, cash payments, electronic fund transfers, and speed points machines. When making electronic fund transfers, we have 2 accounts available for our taxpayers, which is Receiver of Revenue, account 165001, and the VAT dedicated account 165060. When making a direct deposit, our taxpayers need to fill this deposit slip at their commercial bank. You need to have your TIN with you. The TIN consists of 8 characters, and then you should also know the period that you are making the payment for. When making an electronic fund transfer, for your penalty or interest liability due to NamRA, you use the EFT referencing example as shown on the screen. It also has 19 characters, but on the tax type and tax period, you put 999, indicating that the payment is account payment. When making electronic fund transfers, EFT referencing example is shown on the screen, which comprises of 19 characters. The taxpayer reference number comprises of 5 parameters, which are as follows. 1. Represent the payment method, in this case, EFT payment. 06. Office of registration or your return office. The 8th character represents your tax identification number. 14 is tax type, in this case, employees tax. 2018-06 is the tax period for which the payment is meant for.
In our previous episode, we asked, what does advance ruling provide for? The answer is, advance ruling provides the taxpayer with the ruling regarding valuation of their goods before importation. The importer will know how much they will pay in taxes and duties before importing the goods. Our question for this episode is, which goods does the Euro 1 apply to? Kindly email your answer to NamRA Kachenu at namra.org.na. The due date for submission is the 25th of April 2024. The winner will be announced in the next episode.
And with that, we conclude this edition of NamRA Kachenu. We trust that the information shared has been both valuable and insightful. Join us again in 2 weeks for the latest updates. Until then, stay informed, stay compliant, and goodbye.
Serving with passion.